Be prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Derek White and the Boston Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Tillman in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. The post tandem, Porter Jr. and Claxton. And it's Williams at the 3. GA, I've heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Now here's Thomas. Porter outside. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. And the rejection by Claxton. Thomas passes to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Pass to Williams. Claxton sets the screen for Williams. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, White. Pritchard with the screen on Thomas. Here's White. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Williams. Pass to Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. Nice move. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
You love to see the ball movement. When Thomas and the rest of his team are locked in, it's a good thing to watch.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Pritchard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Claxton a screen on Pritchard. Pass to Claxton. Good on the bucket. Claxton's got his second basket of the night.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Here's Tillman. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform, the most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Pritchard passes to Tillman. Pass to White. Tatum setting the pick for White. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Los Angeles. Now, Claxton. Here's Demon. That shot, no good. Inside, here's Tillman. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Claxton following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to Porter and finished off by Porter.
Woo, he is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. 7-point differential. Here's Tillman. And here is Tatum. And he makes that one.
Proving he's more than just a go-to scorer. Brown also loves swinging the ball to open teammates.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to Williams. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And defensively, man, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders to do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifle their opponent's three-point shooting.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Bounce pass Pritchard. Good on the triple. White's got 5 points so far.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Demon. No scoring in this one. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Celtics trail by 7. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Simons, he's checked in for Pritchard. And here we can check out the story from Michael Porter Jr.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Brown against Williams. Tillman. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Nick Claxton.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. You know, Greg, you could argue the Nets kind of overachieved last season under first-year head coach Jordi Fernandez.
Yeah, only the 6th worst record last season. The defense was halfway decent, but they understand some patience is required in a rebuild.
White finds Brown. Simons with the screen for Brown. Stripped away. To the inside. Here's Porter. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Here's Brown. They grab their own miss. Tillman passes to Brown. And that one, good.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Nets leading by 4. Pass to Claxton. Now Thomas. Out left to the wing. Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. No good on the triple. The Nets have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Outside Thomas. And stolen by White. Drops in the breakaway layup. White's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Williams. Claxton a screen on Brown. Williams. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Nets have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Powney's checked in. Mann subbed in for Demon.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes.
And that one falls for Williams. And so it's Boston with it, trailing by 5. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Now here's Simons. Still scoreless. And the rejection by Claxton. On the wing, Williams. Back to Thomas. And Boston with the rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Nets leading by 5. Mann passes to Williams. Here's Clowney. There's a good screen. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Now, here's Simons. D right on him. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Saroff. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. Highsmith's shot is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got his second bucket tonight.
Good job by Tatum to exploit the space just outside the arc.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Kevin?
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Trore's checked in for Saroff. Some of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. Let's highlight them. Number 1, Anthony Simons.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
Here's Clowney. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Wizards in Washington, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Wizards in Washington. White, wide open, he fires. And again, it's Boston with the 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Here's Mann. No good, unable to end this run.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Outside, Simons. Outside, White. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Simons. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Nets trail by 3. Pass to Mann. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Boston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. White, good.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Celtics making a change here. Minot's checked in. Brooklyn's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Mann. 1:03 left in the first. Here's Clowney. Launches a 3. The rebound by Queta. Here's White. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Here's Traore. He has yet to score. Pass to Clowney. Here's Highsmith. To stop the drought. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Celtics leading by 8. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Simons. Pass to Minot. 4 on the clock, and they pick up 2.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Celtics up 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Celtics.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then it's Sharp. And it's Highsmith in at the 2 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the wing, Mann. Covered by Simons. Right wing. Pass to Mann. Shoots over Simons. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Mann.
Normally you go straight up with it, but all that matters is that he made it.
Boucher kicks to White. With some arc, Brooklyn with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Count the basket. Sharp's got his first points of the night.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
White the pass to Simons. Down low. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Mann, covered by Simons. Here's Highsmith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Celtics leading by 6. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Right the pass to Boucher. To the right side. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to them?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
First free throw is good. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Boston has possession. They lead by 4. Pass to Minot. Back to White. There's the triple. The shot missing.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Fires the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
How can we forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Jacks up a 3. Boston again missing. For Brooklyn, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And that sends Michael Porter to the free throw line. That one on White. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Boston trailing. Here's White. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
The Nets have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Mann. He's covered by Pritchard. Mann can't hit. Boston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside, White. Pass to Pritchard. White, a screen on point. Here's Pritchard. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Pritchard. Here's Sharp. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Here's Minot. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Sharp. Here's Highsmith. Takes a 3. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Minot. Guarded by Porter. Al Boucher hasn't made one yet. That one good for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the middle, here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Celtics leading by 5. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams changing it up here. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a look at this season's stingiest defensive teams. The 4th spot held by the Nets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And so it's Boston with it. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Pritchard. Over Thomas. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Porter kicks to Thomas. Up top, Claxton. 6 on the shot clock. Fades and shoots. Porter, no luck. Boston leading by 5. Over in the corner, White. Nice move. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The three from Tatum. Rebound by Williams. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Thomas. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Now just a 3-point Boston lead. So it's Boston now. Pritchard with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And it's White missing. The Nets have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. It's good. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. White setting the pick for Pritchard. Over Thomas. He squares up and sinks it. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Mann. Over to the wing. Back to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to White. To the paint. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So, for the Nets, Clowney's checked in, and Demon subbed in for Terrence Mann. And then for Boston, Minot's checked in, and it's Simons in for White. Here's Demon. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Williams. Claxton a screen on Brown. Williams against Brown. Outside for Thomas. Shoots over Simons. Thomas's shot is off. Celtics leading by 3. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Off target from outside. Claxton the pass to Williams. Here's Clowney. Scoreless thus far.
Just outworking the shooter, keeping the shot off target and bagging the rebound.
Here's Simons. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And it's a 5-point Boston lead.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Pritchard. Here's Brown. And another basket for Boston.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside, Williams lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 12. Now Pritchard. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Minot. Pritchard with the ball. The three from Tatum. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
There's 1:40 left now here in the second.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Anthony Simons. Pass to Clowney. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. White against Thomas. 1:07 left in the first half. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 4. And here comes White. Leading the fast break. Again, the miss by the Celtics. From deep, Thomas. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Williams. Out to the right wing. Here's Demon. Another 3 for Brooklyn.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Tatum. Brown outside. The shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Celtics lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. The news is in. Players of the week have been named. Let's see who's hot. And the Eastern Conference winner, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis, certainly deserves all the accolades. When you look at everything he's about, he remains one of the most unique players in NBA history.
If you could build an NBA player from scratch, he just may be the prototype. And taking a look now at the Brooklyn Nets. They're in a close contest.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it. By being more active and more physical than the other team.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Derek White has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Tillman in at the center, filling out the middle. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's White. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. White's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Boston. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Demon. Outside Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Pass to Tillman. From the arc. Up again. Jason Tatum puts it back in.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Here's Demon. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart them, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
The Nets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside White. Pritchard sets a screen for White. Tatum on the wing. Brown outside. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's Demon missing.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Williams. Paxton a screen on Brown. Williams inside. Brown on him.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
And the rejection by Paxton. Porter with it. He's picked up by White. It's Thomas on the wing. Pass to Demon. Floats one. Chalk up 2 there. Demon's got 10.
Not just a scorer. Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Celtics leading by 5. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Richard, Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket. And to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at Boston. They reside in the 7th slot right now. In the early part of the season, And checking out Brooklyn, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when you look at Boston, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
And the Nets with possession here. Here's Demon. 10 points for him. To the inside. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. And Tatum hammers it home.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
Nets trail by 9. Here's Demon. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10. Here's Pritchard. Outside, White. Pritchard sets a screen for White. That shot missing. Nets have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. It's stolen by Brown. White with it. Now Thomas defending. Here's Tillman. Off target with his 3. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And it's Demon missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 7. Pass to Tillman. Brown outside. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Demon. Got it. Good job in the low post. Demon's got 14 points. Now Pritchard. Outside, White. Pass to Tillman. Now Pritchard. A 3 ball. Good on the 3-point shot. Pritchard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Outside, Williams. The 3. Some solid defense from Brown.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
And it's good for 2. Pritchard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
It's Thomas on the wing. Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Tatum. And stolen by Thomas. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Tatum kicks to White. Pass to Brown. And here's Tatum for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside Tatum. Back to White. Pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Here's Tillman. And another miss by Boston. Nets trail by 10. The kick out to Porter. There's the 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 11 points.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Mann's checked in for the Nets. And the Celtics also making a change. Simons, he's checked in for Pritchard. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Williams passes to Mann to stop the run. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Mann's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Brooklyn. Boston shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. To the inside. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Those assist opportunities are going to be there for Tatum, mainly because the defense has to respect his scoring.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Porter in the corner. Takes the three. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Tatum. And here is Simons. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Bucket is good. He has 6.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Outside, Porter. Thomas inside, covered by Simons. That doesn't go. He's 5 of 12 on the night. White gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got 31.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Williams dishes to Thomas. The rebound by Simons.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Celtics leading by 17. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Simons. Drops in the layup for 2. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
It's the Nets now. 1:58 left to play in the third. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Tatum passes to Boucher. Comes up empty down low. And here's Thomas who brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 19. Pass to Williams. On the wing, man. And the Nets miss again.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for White. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
And the Celtics making a change here. Kate is checked in. Pass to Mann. Back to Martin. Simons with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 19. Here's White. Brooklyn with the rebound. Sharp's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Martin now top of the key. And the shot goes in. Here's Simons. 9 points in the game so far. And that one is good. Simons has got 7 points here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Martin on the wing, covered by Simons. And it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Wilson's checked in. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. "26 seconds left in the third.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Minot off target from three-point range. Here's Mann. He's covered by Pritchard. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Mann. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Outside, White. No good from outside. And so it's Boston with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Highsmith in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Boucher with a screen on Porter. Pass to Pritchard. A 3-pointer off the mark. That's trailed by 16. Here's Mann. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brown kicks to Simons. Five on the clock. Here's Queta. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Celtics lead by 18.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Mann gets the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Brown against Porter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Getting the hoop and the harm. That's tremendous body control from Brown.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw good from Brown.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
Pass to man. To the paint. Here's Clowney. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now, here's Simons. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Cada, defended by Sharp, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. Here's man, covered by Simons. Highsmith the pass to man. Sharp on the wing. Clock at 4. Beyond the arc. Boucher with the rebound. Boston leading by 17. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Again the miss by the Celtics.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
A nice shot by Brown.
Yet another thing that makes Brown so difficult to guard, he is exceptional off the dribble.
Thomas dishes to Porter. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. It's deflected. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Pritchard. Good work there as it goes.
Well, the moment that ball is headed towards Thomas, he has one thing on his mind.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Misses the three. Pritchard against Thomas. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
Celtics leading by 15. Pritchard with the ball. Fades. Here's Cada. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Pass to Thomas. Sharp with a screen on Pritchard. Thomas. Yep, it counts. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cada. Outside, Simons. Just 5 to shoot. 16 feet away. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Sharp. There's Thomas with the 3. Thomas with another miss. Celtics leading by 15. Pass to Simons. Inside, here's Boucher, and the dunk by Boucher.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Man passes to Highsmith. Now here's Porter. Boucher defending. A fadeaway. Porter, no luck.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now Thomas. Pass to man. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Pritchard. Outside, Simons. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Boston leading by 18. And here is Simons. And a miss there on the triple. Now here's Thomas. Driving to the basket. Good. Thomas got 10 points in just the second half.
He's just such a strong guard. Thomas can muscle his way into any area.
For Boston, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here's Simons. That one goes in, and the Celtics lead by 18.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mann, covered by Simons. Back to Mann. Clock at 6. Thomas kicks to Porter. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 4 assists in the game. Here's Simons. Pass to Pritchard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Nets trail by 15. Here's Thomas. And he banks in the layup. Thomas got 23.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
And so it's Boston with it. Simons with the ball. In the corner, it's Boucher. 5 to shoot. Trying again. Porter pulls it down. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Thomas feeling it out a bit. The long shot, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. White outside. Driving in. It misses. Nets trail by 15. All right, here's Williams. Buries the deep ball.
If you're not right up there on him, he's going to make you pay.
Boston shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Tatum fires. There's Tatum's range on display.
This is what great scorers do. Tatum rises to the three-point challenge.
Now Williams from deep. Pritchard rips down the rebound.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough three.
Here's White. Outside Tatum. No good on the layup. Brooklyn's done a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing from Derek White.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And there's the three.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Garza. Simons. Williams with the rebound. Porter. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness, and you know, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So you know, I liked it.
Thanks, Jason.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now, our player of the game, Derek White.